Wyatt and Elliott from Notebook Entertainment.
And this is the Horrorland News. Netflix this week released a bunch of new teasers and trailers for a bunch of their properties, and one of the big ones was for Stranger Things 4. A new teaser dropped. Not a trailer, because they refused to give us a trailer.
Yeah, but very exciting. It looks like they're going in a different way with this one, with
maybe,
like a haunted house.
It's hard to tell from the trailer, but it does. It starts in like the 50s or 60s, and it's a family who purchased a house, and things clearly go wrong. And then it fast forwards to the 80s, and it's the kids we all know and love exploring this now haunted house, I'm assuming.
Right. And when he comes in and drops the backpack and you see the little Ghostbuster pin, it just makes me feel very Stranger Things.
Yeah.
It brings it all back around. They're older now, but they're still the same kids, and I like that they included that shot.
I cannot wait. All we know is sometime 2022. They also did not give us a specific date.
Right. It's like they were just like, hey guys, we got cool stuff coming out.
Hey, remember this show. Don't forget. We won't. So yeah. And I'm also wondering how it's going to tie in, because remember they released that trailer, or not trailer, but teaser in 2020 of Sheriff Hopper in Russia in like a prison work camp or something.
I think he was over in Russia because he was being Red Guardian.
Although technically in the timeline, because he's Hopper in the 80s, so he wouldn't be, well, Red Guardian. Well,
no, because that was like
Black Widow takes place
in 2016.
Yeah,
so it
doesn't matter. This is not the Marvel show. Sorry. We get sidetracked very easily here. So yeah, another big exciting piece of news about Stranger Things 4 is that Robert Englund is joining the cast.
Super excited, yeah.
He's playing a character named Victor Creel, and that's basically all we know right now, so super excited.
Yeah, I'm hoping that maybe he's like the original owner of the house or something, or maybe he's like a professor. I don't know why I'm picturing him like a professor or something.
Because of Urban Legends, he was a professor in Urban Legends.
Oh, right, yeah, that's why. I'm like,
Love that movie.
I'm like Robert Englund, professor, there you go.
Urban Legends, love that movie.
Where it came from.
Love it.
Yeah.
Except for when they microwave the dog, because they can all go to hell for that. But
and probably will.
But I still like the movie, so anyway, moving on. Our next story is about a series that I've known about for a little while, but when I sent him the trailer for this broadcast, he was a little shocked by it.
I should have recorded my reaction to it, because I was like, what?
He had no idea they were doing this, but Amazon Prime is releasing a series based on I Know What You Did Last Summer. And from the trailer, it looks like it's going to start off pretty similar, because rather than a bunch of senior kids in northeastern small fishing village, they're now in Hawaii, I think.
Or some tropical,
and still all graduating high school, getting ready to move on, at a party, get drunk, take a drive, hit someone with their car. Sounds familiar. So from there, it kind of goes off, and I don't know if in the trailer they gave too much away, or if I'm just looking too much into it and
this
I'm wrong.
This could be a spoiler. We don't know.
We don't know. But my theory is, based only on the trailer, is that the main girl, something happened a few summers before with all the other kids, and she's mad at them, and so this summer she uses the hit and run as her excuse to come up with like a killer figure so that she can go after the other kids who did her wrong somehow.
Yeah, because she says somewhere in it, just another girl, like, you slept with the only person I ever cared about, or something.
And then there was some other line where it was like, everything was fine till she came back to town, and I was like,
it could be a red herring, but it could be,
But that's what I'm guessing, but I'm still gonna watch it, because why wouldn't I? And I loved what MTV did with the Scream series, the first 2 seasons. So I'm definitely willing to give the Amazon Prime series a try.
And that's what I'm hoping they're doing with this, is like, because the first 2 seasons, they had like a new killer, new kids, new mask even, still created by Kris Williamson, which I don't know if this one is. I didn't do my homework.
No, it didn't say.
So I apologize for that. However, but this one, it looks like he's like in a hoodie and everything, so maybe they're gonna try to update it.
Right, him or her.
Or her.
I think it's that girl.
Yeah,
but it comes out October 15th, so we will be watching.
And you should watch it so you know if she's right or not. And if she's not right, feel free to
make fun of me.
Yeah, tell her on Twitter.
Tell me I'm stupid.
You were wrong.
Wrong. So yeah, October 15th, it'll be on Amazon Prime. Definitely start watching it. And I know, like I said, I'm going to watch it because I did. I liked the first, I Know What You Did Last Summer. The second one was whatever. The third one is absolute hot garbage.
So you don't like it?
No, it's called I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer, and it's so dumb. It's so bad. It's so bad, you guys.
It was made directly for video, and
Clearly.
I put off watching it because I knew that.
Should have made directly for the trash can.
And then we were rewatching the trilogy last year, and she asked if I wanted to watch it, and I was like, yeah, I'm curious. Oh my God.
Curse your life.
It's not even belongs in the same trilogy.
No, because it's not even the fisherman anymore. It's now like some demon thing.
Yeah.
And none of the characters are at all likable.
I mean, to be fair, I guess, Jason went from a mutant boy to a zombie to in space.
But I'm here for that. Like
maybe they were like, hey, but this one has always been set in a little more of a reality.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem. Is now all of a sudden in the third movie you've got a zombie or whatever.
And the cinematography's boring, the story is boring.
Whoever made
the characters are boring.
They didn't care. It was a for money thing. Clearly it was a money grab.
So if you haven't seen the third I'll Always Know movie, don't worry about it. You don't need to see it.
Yeah, and chances are you don't have to watch the movies to watch the series.
Probably. Because you didn't have to watch Scream to watch the Scream series. So.
But it would help to know the lore, though. So
probably, yeah.
I would.
So that way you can see the Easter eggs and draw all the comparisons and stuff.
But it
sounds like a fun project. So.
Yeah, and it comes out the same day as Halloween Kills, so...
Yeah, so I will be a little bit busy that day. So I may not get to this till the 16th.
Seriously.
Moving on. Because I could talk about how much I hate I Always Know What You Did Last Summer forever. But, so our third story tonight, if you are in the market for a piece of horror history real estate, the Conjuring House, the real Conjuring House, is on the market again through Sotheby's auction site.
And it looks fantastic. So, okay, forget about the house. It's a nice house. It's fine. Maybe it's haunted, whatever. But they are no joke about selling this. They made a video, which I encourage everybody to go to the website and watch. I'll leave a link below. And it's like well produced. And yeah, it's a tour of the house, but they got ghosts walking in there. They've got things moving. They got effects. They got creepy dolls. And I'm like, yeah, whoever they hired to make this, they know what they're doing. Like, really cool. Like, if you can't afford the house,
just go watch the video.
Watch the video.
But yeah, so for only $1.2 million, you can be roommates with Bathsheba Sherman. So it's 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a total of 3,109 square feet.
I hear she doesn't clean up after herself.
Yeah, no. So. You don't want to be there with a witch, especially a witch ghost. Everything's going to be dirty.
Everything's going to be crazy.
You're never going to keep up with the cleaning.
No.
So yeah, go ahead and take a look at the site. If you are a millionaire, billionaire, go put a bid in. I don't know. So I don't know who this is for.
You get a nice tour of the real house and you get a cool watch.
I'm telling you, if the Michael Myers house were for sale, I would rob a bank to buy it. Like, I don't want to live there.
If you do buy the house, let us know.
Yep. So let's move on to our fourth and final topic, our Indie Spotlight segment.
My advice to young filmmakers, make a movie every week. Make films, no matter what anybody says, and you'll be a filmmaker.
This is one that she found, and
by accident, actually. So I had the movie channels free for a weekend last year that I, just went through and randomly picked a bunch of movies to watch, and Scarehouse was one of them, and I don't think I watched it for a few months, and then finally I was like, I need something new. Threw it on. Loved it. It's from 2014. It's a Canadian film by filmmaker Gavin Michael Booth, and it's a great movie. I looked around afterwards, and I saw that it didn't get a lot of positive reviews. Some people didn't seem to understand it. I saw one review was like, oh, it thinks it's cool, but it's not. Fuck off. It's cool. I like it.
I like it too.
So, and I think a lot of the problems is a lot of the reviews I saw were from guys. And this movie, I don't want to say it's female empowerment, because it's not. What it is it's female equality. It's horrible women getting to be horrible women without having to apologize for it. Because both the victims and the killers in this movie are bad. Like, they're not good people. They've all done bad stuff. So the basics of this movie is there's two girls that have just gotten out of jail or broke out of jail. I'm not sure. I can't remember which it is, but they're just fresh out of jail. And they put together this whole Scarehouse. And they've invited all their old sorority sisters to it, where they're going to torture and kill them one by one as revenge, because there was, while the girls were rushing the sorority, there was like a hazing thing, and a boy died. And rather than them all come together and be like, yeah, we were, it's a sorority thing, it went bad, we'll all take responsibility for it, the rest of the sorority decided to pin it all on these two girls, and the father of one of the girls pays the other girls so that they will throw these two under the bus. So that's not cool.
No. Very, very not cool.
No. So that's the basic story. But what's so fun about this movie, I think, is how inventive the kills are. Mm-hmm. And again, the kills are based in femininity. They're female-centric kills. One girl, she gets locked in a corset, and this machine tightens the strings until the corset basically squishes her insides out.
Very painful to watch.
Very painful. Fantastic to watch, too, because
yeah.
you're like, oh God, that's stomach bile. Oh God, that's, like...
Right, the gore is good in this.
Oh, the special effects. I love the special effects.
If you like gore, and you like... Because it's not like ultra low budget, you know?
No.
It's a well-produced film. It's a competently produced film.
It is a higher budget indie film. It's still an indie film, but it's higher budget than the ones that we've been presenting to you.
Yeah, but very, very, the kills are very inventive, very cool. Like, I enjoyed it as a guy.
And like I said, very female-centric kills. You've got one girl that, like I said, the corset kill. Then you've got a girl who's getting her false eyelashes ripped off and, fake boobs pulled out. You've got two girls who are forced to pillow fight, but the pillows are full of, like, asbestos or poison or something, so they're basically killing each other as they're pillow fighting.
Yeah.
Like, it's great. And it's mainly female cast. There's two guys in it, I think. The one that accidentally gets killed during the hazing, and then one that accidentally stumbles into their haunted house and they have to kind of get rid of him. But yeah, the rest it's all female. It's very well acted. I love the two main girls. And the shorter haired girl, Sarah Booth, she's actually married to the filmmaker. So his wife starred in the movie.
Do you know if there was any female behind the scenes? Was there anybody writing this or anything?
Well, he wrote it, and I actually asked him because during my 31 Days of Halloween movies last year on Twitter, I highlighted this one as one that I had watched. And he messaged me, or he commented and was like, hey, thanks for watching. I'm like, no problem, I loved it. And so I asked him, did you write it, or did you have your wife help you with,
That's
some of the dialogue? Because it did. It was very female, the dialogue, everything about it. Mm-hmm. And he said, no, that it was his idea, his story, he wrote it. I think he said that he may have had, some help punching up whatever, the dialogue or whatever. But it was all him for the most part. And that's great. Fantastic.
Yeah.
No one says men cannot make movies for women.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
It's just you have to make them for women.
There are times, like, for instance, on our other channel with our FML series, if I have a storyline that is very female-centric, like, on our show, like, that's one of the reasons I like Scarehouse, is because we give women opportunities to be gross and disgusting and funny and comedic, just like guys are every day. And so this one allowing women to be violent and revenge and horrible people. And like she said, the kills are very female-centric. So if I have a storyline like that, a lot of times I'll go to her and I'll be like, here's my idea. I don't know how to write this or say it.
Right.
And she will help me, and then I will guide me along. So that could be what happened.
It could be. But yeah, he said it was mostly him. I believe him. Mm-hmm. So I have no reason not to.
Oh, no, I believe him 100%.
I really, really like this movie. I'd say give it a shot. Don't listen to, everyone's review. Don't even listen to my review. Take your own... watch it, make your own judgments on it. But yeah, I loved it. It's just as violent, just as gory, just as bloody as anything else.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
With a great story.
Yeah, and we're not sure if it's on the streaming services or not. I think it was on Netflix at one point.
At one point, I think.
But scan around. Otherwise, I'll leave a link to it for Amazon to purchase
for the Blu-ray. So yeah, and you know, buying the Blu-ray only helps the filmmakers who they're still making. I know he's made some other films. I haven't gotten to look at them yet. But I would be interested in seeing what else he has to do because I love this so much. So that I think that's what's great about it is you watch one and you're like, oh, well, what else has this person done? You know?
That's the idea. It's the same thing with the YouTube channel. What else do we have on here?
Exactly. So I definitely 2 thumbs up for me. I liked it. Give it a shot.
I did too. I liked it a lot as a guy, so don't take any of that as a scare. If you don't like female-centric films, it's well worth the watch. The gore is great. The story is good. It's well produced. I'd give it a watch for sure. So 2 thumbs up. All right, guys. On that note, we want to thank you so much for watching because we love horror movies.
Yep. Good night and good fight.
Bye-bye.